Well, there was this one girl. She was thick. Like if I could look like somebody and be thick, I would look like her. Cause she had like no boobies and no stomach, but she had like big ass, and then like her thighs were like perfect. Oof. So she looked like one of those skinny like thick models where she was like skinny at the top but thick at the bottom. And she was walking around. I was like, dang, she looks good. And Chang was like, you think so? And I'm like, I'm not stupid. I was like, I know you already looked at her. And I was so like funny. I was like, what if I look like her? And he was like, you don't want to know. I was like, okay. Hi guys, don't forget to watch us on YouTube, listen on Spotify, and follow us on Instagram.
Overall, listen to our podcast and follow us on all social media.
Now let's get back to the podcast. Sincerely Bestie. Hey, welcome to Sincerely Bestie. I'm Krystal.
And I'm Nancy.
Today we're going to be talking about Reddit stories and kind of talking it out about what we've done this weekend. Yeah.
You've been pretty busy.
I've been pretty busy. I don't know about you, Nancy. But I had my traditional Hmong wedding.
Yeah.
Finally got it over with. Super excited. Everybody keeps asking me, oh, I heard you got married. And I'm like, kinda. I'm like, spiritually. We are spiritually tied for life.
Yes.
But I'm like, but legally, no. I was like, that's still.
It's not going to be until then.
Yeah. No one's going to really see him as my husband till like the wedding. Just like,
You know what's so funny is because I was kind of like that too, though.
Oh, were you really?
Until we were legally married. Then I'm like, we're married.
Yeah.
Are you legally going to get married?
Probably not. My aunts were even like, why are you going to do a ceremony if you're not even going to get married legally? But I've always dreamed of having a ceremony. Mm-hmm. Like, that's what I live for, because I feel like that's a very important part of a wedding. Mm-hmm. And I still want to be able to, like, say our vows in front of our families and have that moment of me walking down the aisle.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I think it's fine.
Yeah. I mean, but the only thing is, like, I have to find someone to marry us. But
you guys have it?
I mean, I can ask my uncle, but I'm like, I don't know if I want to ask my uncle, so we'll see who.
It's hard because, like with mine and Robert's, because I wasn't going to legally do it, too. But then all the officiants that there were, you had to, like, legally do it.
Yeah. Well, like, I want a family member to do it, of course, but I just don't know who. So
just going to ask around.
Yeah, we'll see. Because it's not going to be legal.
Ask around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm excited for that.
I have my license.
You have your license, too?
It's expired.
Oh.
How do you know?
It's expired, doesn't it?
No.
It never expires.
It should never.
He got his
when, it never expires?
I don't know. He got his, like, probably, like, when we were dating.
Oh. Did you marry one of your friends?
Long ago. No, I don't think he did, huh? I don't think he did. He thought about it.
So that's why he got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think at that time, the couple that was together at that time, I think they were, like, kind of he was kind of like joking, like, hey, I'll officiate, guys. But then they're not together anymore, though.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
wow.
Dang, so you still have yours.
You're welcome.
Dang.
I thought it would have expired. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Anybody.
Never.
Yeah, just kind of look around. But yeah, if you get an actual person, you're going to have to legally do it.
No, I don't think I want an actual person because, of course, they're going to be like, we have to do it for reals, you know? So I'm probably just going to ask family members.
Yeah, I think that's best.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, the Hmong wedding turned out, it went very well, I think, at least on my part. I don't know about Chang because he was, mostly in the middle of it. I was just I would just show up here and there when they would, like, do the blessings or the hand tying or like the advice they give us before we leave and all of that. Mm-hmm. So we were it went pretty smooth, I feel like. The pre-party, I guess you could say, wasn't as bad as I thought it'd be, and also the after party wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. So
that's a good thing, though.
It was just like my wedding day and the night before, so the negotiation night as well. That was a little bit rough, but other than that, it wasn't too bad.
At least it went smooth.
Yeah. And, like, like when my sister-in-law and my brother-in-law came over and they were telling us all these things that we needed for the wedding. Mm-hmm. And, like, I've always known you kind of needed these things, but I never knew what they symbolized.
Yeah.
So I kind of want to, like, talk about that today, too. Because I don't know if you know what they represent.
I don't remember, but I remember seeing some, like, Hmong guy on TikTok, and he talked about it. Or it was, like, some Hmong guy. He was talking about, like, the whole wedding process, and I did watch it, like, way back, huh? Because I know there's, like, the umbrella, there is a blanket, and that's all I know.
I wrote what I could remember. What we needed. So you need a basket,
Does it like any kind of basket?
No, it's like the baskets that they would use to garden.
Basket.
Yeah, it's the bamboo
Oh,
basket.
okay.
So they need the bamboo basket. They need a blanket, a carton of cigarettes, a black umbrella, and it has to have a hook on the bottom of the umbrella.
Okay.
And then you also need kind of like a scarf or like a tie, a black and white one, so you could wrap around the umbrella as well.
Oh, okay.
And then there's also the knife. So
The Hmong knife.
yeah.
Yeah, that all kind of sounds familiar. I think the only
Yes.
thing that I didn't know about was the cigarette.
I didn't know that one either. Like when my sister-in-law
Yeah.
was like, "Yeah, you guys need like a carton of that." I was like, "Why?" And it's because it's like I think it's to open the conversation. Like we're gonna smoke cigarettes and talk about the innovation part. Like that's how they start the conversation. Is
Yeah, because at Hmong weddings too, they'll be like, "Oh, here's a cigarette,"
Yeah.
type of thing, and I'm like, I don't do that, but sure, because I've seen it.
yeah,
Yeah, because like I think like with my sisters or one of them, there was cigarettes.
oh, okay.
That's what, but I was just like, okay, why y'all need cigarettes?
I know for the longest time. For like the basket, because I didn't know what the basket was for, because I was like, what does it freaking carry? You know, like
All
does
the
it carry
stuff.
extra clothes and stuff like that? But I guess it carries like the chicken. It's like their meal during the trip to the
So
to the
pretty much
girl's house.
their lunchbox.
Yeah, because like before they would have to travel, right?
Yeah.
From one place to one city to the other city. And so they would have to make stops. So they'd have the basket to carry the chicken. There's like 2 chickens I think you have to have. And then salt and rice, whether it's cooked or not. Most of the time it's not cooked, so they can cook it there while they're like traveling and all that.
Okay.
So that's what the basket was for. The blanket is also for traveling. It's just like when they like sleep somewhere, so they can like, you know, warm themselves up and
Did
stuff.
you stop and eat somewhere?
I know. Did you
Yeah.
guys stop?
Yeah, we had to stop like on the way there and then all the way back.
Oh,
But I think we kind of like
Chose where?
not really, because it was kind of like
did you guys just like park and then you're like, wait an hour and then leave?
no, you're gonna love this. So after we left the house,
Your
we just went to where
uncle's.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We left my uncle's house because, like, once we leave, we can't go back in. Right?
Yeah.
So we leave the house, and then they just put a table outside on the driveway, and that was our meal.
Yeah, a lot of people do that.
Yeah, I think so
Really?
it saves time, so you don't have to travel so much.
So pretty much you did the half mark already.
Yeah.
Right out of the house, and then you go.
And then when we came back to his uncle's house, we had the meal right before we went inside the house, too.
Yeah, so that marks the
Was
half.
that like literally right after you guys ate and then you guys went back
Yeah.
in?
No, girl, I ate so much that one day.
Oh my gosh.
So that morning we had breakfast.
Yes.
Okay, and then we had the feast on the table.
Okay.
Right? So the girls ate, and then right after that we had to have the meal, the halfway meal. Had to eat that too. So I ate 3 times in a span of like 4 or 5 hours.
Oh my gosh.
And then I go home, and we get there around like I think 5. I think around 5. And then I get home and I eat again there. So I'm just the whole time just constantly eating the whole time.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So.
Were you like scarfing down the chicken?
No, I was not. Well, he was just like, just make sure you guys eat it, or like looks like you guys kind of ate it, because like they have to pack the chicken that you eat too, because it's proof that you guys stopped halfway. Because if you don't have the proof, or like if they ask for it and you don't have the proof, then you're gonna have this penalty. You know, they're gonna be like, why didn't you guys do this? Kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, my family isn't that strict because like when his representative brought out the chicken, the half-eaten chicken that we all kind of just nibbled at, they were like, "Whoa! Like you guys didn't have to bring it with you. Like we didn't need this. We didn't need all these chicken bones."
They're like, we didn't need like that much proof.
Yeah. But it's just to be safe, I guess.
Oh, okay.
So.
Okay.
And then the black umbrella, I really didn't understand what the black umbrella represented. I know that we needed it. And the first umbrella I bought was from Amazon. Well, they were both from Amazon, but I didn't look at the size, okay?
Okay.
So it came in and it's literally about like this
It's like a kid one.
Yeah. It's like a single one that only fits one person.
Oh.
And Cheng was like, dude, you need to buy
big
a
one.
different umbrella. Yeah. So I had to order another umbrella and it was like massive. It's huge.
Oh, that's a good thing though. At least it was big.
Yeah. And like during our car rides, like, because Cheng has 2 representatives, right? Mm-hmm. And they can't ever leave the umbrella unattended.
Okay.
Yeah. So one of them always has to be with the umbrella. And I asked my grandma, I was like, do you know, what does the umbrella mean? Like, why do we need it? And she was like, oh my God, you're so dumb. It's for your head.
They
I'm
don't
like,
tell you these stuff.
Yeah, they don't tell you these stuff. So you're like, why do I need this umbrella? Like, what does it mean? Like, why is this so important? Because obviously it's very important in the Hmong tradition. And she was like, you're so dumb. It's to cover your head, to protect your head. And I was like, what? But then I did a little research, okay? And it's literally what this says. It's a symbol of protection from evil spirits and natural elements. So it's just from bad spirits while you're traveling there and back. And also like from the rain and from dust and stuff like that. It's to protect the bride. And it's also to like represent, let's see. It says that once it's closed, some say that the groom is the only one allowed to open it. As the bride travels to and from the ceremony, it's a multi-day ritual that requires the bride to travel back and forth between the groom's home and hers. And she was given an umbrella to protect her. It's elegant, curved, hooked, or whatever. It's to represent, it's like fulfilled with all her family that love her and stuff. Like that's the protection of the umbrella is her family. Yeah, but now he's the protector of her umbrella, you know. Yeah, so it's like it represents the bride.
Yeah.
Like she's been protected her whole life, so now it belongs to Chang, which is my husband now. It's still weird to say, you know. So I thought that was just really interesting because I was like, I've never even thought of an umbrella in that kind of way.
No, I wouldn't have to.
Yeah, did you know that? Anything about the umbrella?
Girl, I didn't know anything about. I know there was a blanket.
Yeah.
I know there's a blanket. There's the umbrella. Well, I knew like some of the items, but I didn't know what they represented.
Yeah. And the reason why it has to have the hook at the bottom is so you're able to hang it in your house because it's supposed to. I think. Let's see, it's usually to display, hung on the wall as a keepsake of this special day.
Oh.
Yeah. Like my sister-in-law, my brother-in-law, they have it hanging in their living room. There's like a little, they have like a little quote and the umbrella sits like right underneath it. Yeah, it's cute. Aww. I was like, oh. But I don't know what I'm going to do with my umbrella. So.
I don't know. Do you really want to display it?
I don't know. And I'm like, where would I put it? Because like after we get back from the wedding and stuff, they have to finish the table, right? So they give us the umbrella, and as he's singing the song, he opens the umbrella for us. I don't know what it represents. If anyone knows, please comment below. But you have to keep the umbrella open for 3 days before you can close it. I don't know if you guys know why you have to keep it open for 3 days. But you do, so that was kind of surprising to me. So it's been over 3 days, but the umbrella is still like open in our bedroom. But yeah, you have to keep it open for 3 days, and it has to stay in your room.
Okay.
Let's see.
No, there was this Hmong guy on he passed away because I kind of looked into it later because his video popped up, but he really went into like all like the Hmong traditional stuff.
Yeah.
And that's how I figured out like all the wedding stuff. And I'm like, oh, okay.
And it's actually really beautiful when you like learn what all of these things mean.
Yeah.
Like after that, it was like an eye opener for me to understand why we do all of this instead of being like, I'm so confused. Why do we need all this stuff? But like once you learn why, you're like, okay, we do need these kind of things. Yeah.
Because like I feel like with my sisters, we didn't have it this traditional.
Yeah.
Where we had to get all those items.
Because I asked your sister too, because she was helping me put.
Yeah,
the
girl,
umbrella.
she don't know too.
Yeah,
probably.
and I was like, "Did you guys have an umbrella too?" And she was like, "No." She was like, "Mine was super easy," and I was like,
"Telling you, super easy. We didn't need any of those items." But I am curious now too.
Yeah, me too. Like I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just to like protect me and him now from like evil spirits and stuff like that. Because now we're together. Yeah. And the last thing is just the black and white tie. Now this one,
girl, you forgot the knife.
Oh yeah, the knife too.
I'm like waiting for the knife.
I didn't write it down, so I'm
okay. But go ahead with the tie.
The tie, so you're supposed to wrap it a certain way on the umbrella, right? Okay. It's almost have to like be a bow, but kind of hanging out a little bit. The tie represents the singleness in the bride, right? Because like in Hmong, like when girls wear Hmong clothing, they have the hat, right?
Yeah.
That wears the black and white. Yeah. On the top, right? But now it's signifying that it's on this umbrella because she's gonna be married now. Oh. Yeah. So that's why it's tied on the umbrella, because that's her being single and not being single anymore. She's gonna be a married woman. So now she's taking off the black and white tie and putting onto the umbrella for her marriage.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So like once you're married, you're not supposed to have the black and white because that's how men can tell the difference if you're single or not. Yeah, like back then. Yeah. But that's like back then traditionally, you know?
Yeah.
So now I'm pretty sure no one really knows why. And people still wear it to this day like that. And they're married or not married or whatever.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but I thought that was crazy. I was like, wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
You know, like you went from a single woman and then now you're kind of like giving yourself away and then, but yeah. I thought that was neat because I didn't know. I thought it was just like a decoration for the umbrella.
I wouldn't have known.
Yeah, but they made it really important that we had that too. So that's why I was like, why do we need that?
Okay.
But lastly is the knife. It's just. Do you know what it means?
Nope.
Oh,
Nothing. All I know is a Hmong knife.
Mm-hmm. It's
Did you guys get an actual Hmong knife?
Yeah, we had to have Cheng's sister order one in California and send it to us. Yeah. So it's an actual Hmong knife.
It's not like your normal American cooking knife. It's like
very small. It's like a blade almost.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, like a dagger, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I would say in a way it's
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be on screen if you're watching on YouTube.
Yeah.
That I think it's just a promise because that's what the groom gives to the parents. It's a promise that he will reap and sow good-looking children for their family.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's why I was telling our coworker, and she was like, "Don't forget the knife. You don't want your kids to be ugly." And I was like, "Okay."
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh my gosh. So which items did you guys end up keeping then, or giving to whatever family?
I think for sure we gave the knife.
Okay.
And then everything else we basically kept because we have to bring everything back with us.
Oh, okay.
Because we're traveling back, right?
Yeah,
so you need that basket. But this time the basket's filled with my side's family. Like my family packs the chicken for us for our way to go back and all of that. My family also gives us like a portion of the pig.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's for us to like gift to our representatives. You're supposed to give them like the ribs.
Okay.
Because that's like the best part of the pig or whatever. So that's just like a thank you. Yeah. So my parents give us like a piece of the pig so we can take it back and you're supposed to cut it up and gift it to whoever you want to. Whoever basically helped with the family. I mean, with the wedding. But yeah, I think everything else we kept because we came back with the basket and the blanket. I don't think we came back with the cigarettes though. That's one thing.
Did the blanket have to be a certain type of blanket or was it just like any blanket?
I think it's just any blanket, but it was just like those big like Mexican blankets. Yeah. And it has to be tied in a bow. And, like they use a big ribbon to tie it and then the groom has to carry it like a backpack. Yeah, Cheng looks so funny with it on.
I know. I think I saw one of the pictures my sister posted.
Yeah, so he had to carry the blanket. I didn't carry anything. I just went as myself except for my bag.
I don't think you normally carry.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
did you look back?
No, I didn't.
Good. I remember telling you that.
Yeah, there's so many people that told me, don't look back. And I'm like, shoot, okay.
It's because it's sad.
Yeah.
Like, especially when, like, you know, your family or whatever is actually there. It's like, it's sad.
No, and it's so, like, quick. You know, like, one moment they're talking to you about, like, oh, how to be a good wife, how to be a good husband, blah, blah, blah. And then Cheng does, like, a couple more bows, and they're like, okay, we gotta go.
Did his sneeze hurt?
No, he said he was okay. He said it was sore, good. But not his legs, his abs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I think it's just from, like, crouching back and forth.
Yeah.
But he said it wasn't too bad. But I don't know if he was just drunk, so he was just kind of going with the flow at this point.
Did they forgive him and give him, like, a cushion?
A cushion? No. They didn't give no cushion to him. No, I missed his bowing.
What?
Because, like, you know, I don't know if you know, but, like, as he's bowing, the bride is supposed to have a towel or, like, a napkin with her and, like, wipe his
forehead?
His sweat.
Oh,
yeah. I was not there for that. Nobody told me he was bowing. Because my sister-in-law was like, oh, you better be there. Like, I wasn't there for your brother-in-law, and he's still mad about it to this day. And I was like, okay, I'm going to be there, you know? And, like, we were eating, and then my dad comes out, and I'm like, hey, like, are they bowing yet? He was like, no.
This was all at your house?
Yeah, it was all at my house.
Okay, that's what I thought.
And he was like, no, they're not bowing yet. I was like, okay, whatever. So I was hanging out. And then afterwards, my aunt's like, you better go in there. This is when they're going to start drinking hard. All your uncles have, like, a bottle of liquor with them. And I was like, what? Are they... did they bow already? She's like, yeah, that's over with long time ago. And I was like, what? What the heck, you know? So I was so upset that I missed that, you know? But I hate being there too because like they keep telling me what to do and I don't want to do any of those things. Because like I was talking to my sister-in-law, like being a daughter-in-law and or whatever, when you're there, they want you to keep refilling the table, right? Mm-hmm. But I hate setting up the table and I hate refilling the table because I hate like being like, oh, sorry, like I'm passing you, you know, because like you have to keep like maneuvering between all these men to like keep restocking their food. And there was one where my grandma was like, they need egg rolls, go get egg rolls. I was like, okay, so like
so they still have you doing that?
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I kind of wonder, like, what does the bride do the whole time when this all happened? Like, are they supposed to be
I wasn't really
helping
sure
with the table, or are they supposed to be? Yeah.
If there's enough help, then the bride's pretty much
just kind of stand there.
By.
Yeah.
But if there's not enough help, the brides help that well.
Okay.
But this was when like all the women are eating. And I just got caught inside because I went in there for a little bit. And my grandma was like, they need egg rolls. Go get it. So I go and get the egg rolls and I'm putting them on the table and I'm shaking because I'm like, oh my God. Because it's like dead quiet because one guy's talking, right? And I'm over there like, sorry.
You're like, oops.
And there's one. And then I go to put one on and I drop 2 egg rolls, okay? And one of Cheng's cousins, he catches one in his hand. And I'm like, oh my God. And my uncle, he did not help the situation. He was like, Krystal, what are you doing? And I was like, oh my God, kill myself. And I was like, you wanted an egg roll, right? I was like, you said you wanted an egg roll. And he just looked at me, he's like, yeah. I was like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I felt so bad.
Hey, at least he called out, okay.
Yeah, he caught one of them, the other one fell on the ground. I was like, just leave that one. When the table's over, I'll pick it up. And he was just like, okay.
That's so funny.
It was Cheng's best man too, and I was like, kill myself. Just kill myself.
Was that the cousin's youngest brother?
Yeah, he's the youngest.
Okay, because I saw him and the picture, and I was like, I think
he's so tall.
Youngest one.
Yeah, because the other two, the twins that are older, they don't drink, so they weren't going to.
I haven't even seen those.
Yeah, they're all super tall though.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh.
Yeah. I know the ugly one.
What?
The what?
What? Wait a minute.
Wait, what?
Wait a minute.
Oh gosh,
I'm dead.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, but it was a lot of fun. It was nice to experience it.
Yeah,
you know, like I was telling everybody, like I've never been part of a Hmong wedding like this. Like not, I mean, of course I've never been a bride before, but it's just like usually when I go, I just go and chill with everybody else. I never know what everybody's doing the whole entire time. You know, so this time it was like a bigger understanding of our traditions and a bigger respect for it too, of why we do everything. So.
Were you never curious about the event?
Not really.
You too, Nancy?
I was.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, like I just look it up though. That's the thing. That's what I was saying. There was this guy on Facebook. Yeah. And he had talked about like the weddings and his videos he upload. But then I think otherwise I wasn't really looking into it. And then I think there's another guy on TikTok and he's starting to kind of talk about all those Hmong tradition stuff. So I'm like, oh, okay.
No, it's really interesting for sure. Like I wish I could hear actually what they're saying to kind of understand. But I'm like, would I even understand what they're talking about though?
No, you would not.
Yeah, if they're like when
because they're speaking the old ways. Or
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And pretty much if you don't know that language or the rhythm, then pretty much you don't understand anything. So all you gotta do is just ask the older folks, be like, what are they saying and all that stuff. Because
I have no idea.
There's training for that that you have to go through. Yeah. And then if you mess up, you know, it's big trouble for them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I would think so. Because you just, like, totally butchered what you were supposed to say.
Yeah. No, for sure. Because those things could end up badly.
Yes.
Because you could offend somebody. Or, like, if you're doing, like, a funeral or something and you're singing a song or something, like, you could, by accident, get bad spirits to come after you and stuff. So, it's just you have to be careful of all of that stuff. Spiritually stuff. Anyways, so after the negotiations and stuff, they do the last meal kind of that night, and that's just them sitting down. Because I don't know, you probably never did it, but like every year my grandparents do like a New Year's where my grandpa sits down and he puts a new, how do you say that on the wall?
Girl, I don't even know what that is called.
Altar.
Okay, yeah, the altar. We'll call it that. Yeah, altar. That's what it is. My grandparents, they renew it every year, right? And then he also has a feast with all of our ancestors and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So, and also he burns money for them so they can have money to spend in the afterlife.
Uh-huh.
But then he also has a meal where he sits down and he calls all his people that have passed away, like his brothers or his grandpa, his dad. He'll call all of them to the table spiritually, and then they'll come and eat with him, right? He'll set out a plate for them and they will eat it. After it's done, he throws it away, kind of thing. So this is kind of like the last meal for me with my family. So basically they're eating me out. Wait a minute. It went from super emotional to like, wait, what? Not like that. They're having a meal to kick me out of the family.
There you go.
Yeah. So basically, they're taking my spirit. They're telling them that I don't belong in this family clan anymore, and I'm into this next family. So now my spirit is just moved on to them. So like, if I die, then his family will have to take care of my funeral. Or if he dies, then his family will still have to take care of my funeral because I am part of his family now. My family has no part of doing that anymore because I'm not one of them anymore. And it was just sad to me because I was
that is sad, though.
Yeah, like I'm actually leaving. Like I always talked about it, how like, you know, like I'm not leaving my family, but in a way I kind of am spiritually. And I don't know why that takes such a toll out of me too, because I love my family so much, and to be leaving them sounds so scary to me. But I'm just gonna go with it. This is my new family. Yeah, and all of this. So.
Because you've been raised up, learning all these things. Because your grandma and your grandpa was really strict on you. So when it actually happened, and you're feeling kind of weird because it's actually happening to you,
and it's like different. Yeah, for sure.
But in a way, I feel like you got it easy though, so it's okay.
Yeah, for sure.
You're a little easier. That's why I say it's okay. I'm kind of. It's sad that my in-laws aren't here, but at the same time, I'm like, it's okay. Then I won't feel like I'm not part of my family. You know. So I'm like, it's okay.
Imagine we live in California.
Oh gosh,
all those events and funerals we go to.
Girl, all those funerals that you told me about, I'd be like,
I work. I'm sorry. I can't get it off. Wait, Robert, you gotta go on your own.
Of course.
No, but it is sad. It is.
Yeah, but I'm still excited though. Like I think in a way, like I've always been super traditional, like Hmong tradition anyway. Not like super, but like I still really truly believe in like the morals and the principles of the Hmong tradition. Just because like even when I'm with his family, I feel like I want to be one of the daughter-in-laws. You know, like I would like to be as good as them. Yeah. Whereas like if I didn't want to, I feel like I wouldn't go, or I'd just be like, I'm going to work instead. Yep. But like I want to be dependable, you know. I want to be I want to be, you know, someone they can depend on and count on. I don't know what I'm doing, and it's okay if they make fun of me or talk about me behind my back. But hey,
at least you're there.
Least I'm still gonna try to show up when I can, you know. And that's a big part for me too. So I just want to feel like I belong. Because like with my family, they're more modernized, you know, and they like drink and hang out and have fun and stuff. But I feel like I never can truly fit in with them because that's not my lifestyle. Yeah. You know, but whereas when I'm with Cheng's family, like they're a little bit more like the women are a little bit quieter. They don't drink. They do all this and stuff. And I'm used to that because I was raised that way, right? Yep. So I'm used to like, okay, I can't drink. I have to be on top of it. I have to take care of these men, or I have to be helpful to the women, kind of thing like that. So, but hopefully,
it's okay, girl. I feel like I'm part like that too.
Yeah, because I'm married into it, so I have to now. Yep. There's no turning back now.
Oh. Yeah. Did you cry at all?
I did.
I asked your sister, and she's like, no, and I'm like, she didn't cry at all. Like, through none of it. Yeah. She's like, no, I don't think so. I'm like, maybe I'll have to ask her.
No, I cried when I saw my mom's sister. Oh. Because my uncle, my mom's brother was supposed to come, but he missed his flight. Oh no. Yeah, so he messaged me and he was like, it was early in the morning too. It was like maybe like 7 in the
Saturday?
Morning. Yeah, on Saturday. Oh, okay. He was just coming for the day and then leaving that night too. Oh, but he texted me that morning and he was like, hey, I missed my flight. I'm not going to be there till like 4 or 5. And I was like, I'm not going to be here that long because we still have stuff to do at Cheng's uncle's house too. So they're going to want us to leave early. So I was like, I don't know if I'll be here, but you can still come and, you know, spend time with my family, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, dang, like, I feel so bad. I want to cry. I was supposed to be there. And I was like, it's okay. Don't worry about it. So I thought, because the rest of my mom's siblings, they already told me they weren't coming. Because they had other stuff already going on. And then there was this one aunt that didn't reply. So, and I even texted her too, and she didn't reply to me. So I just thought, okay, she's not coming. You know? And while we were doing the hand tying part, people were, I think we were just standing there. They were like starting the hand tying. So then he was just kind of starting the process of it. And I see her come in. Well, I see my uncle first, right?
This uncle that you're talking about?
No, the one that's married to my aunt.
Oh, okay, okay.
So he comes because he's shaking everyone's hands, and he comes and shakes Cheng's hand, and I'm like, I know that guy. And I was like, oh my god, that's my uncle, you know. So I tell him hi, and I look up, and she's standing like in the corner, and I'm already getting emotional when I see her. So I'm like, oh my god, you know. And then I was doing good during the whole hand tying, you know, saying thank you to everybody, whatever. And then she came like behind me, and then I saw her, and I just got emotional because it was like my mom being there.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
So I cried for that, and then so I was already crying, and then my dad made me cry, and my grandma did.
Did your dad cry?
Yeah, he cried. That's why I cried.
I was gonna say he better have cried.
Yeah, yeah, he cried. So that made me emotional because my dad doesn't cry very often. So. Yeah. And then my grandma, and then just one of my aunts. My other aunt, she's too cool to cry, so she don't ever cry. Yeah, so that was probably the only time I cried. Oh, and also like when they sat us both down and they were giving us advice. He's basically like, they call him the head of household for my house.
Oh, okay.
So he's representative of my family, my dad's side.
Okay.
And so he's giving us advice. He's telling me like, he told Cheng first. He was like, you're marrying our daughter today, and she's gonna go home with you. And from this day on forward, everything that she does, wrong or right, is because of you. You know, you can't say that, you can't blame us anymore. You can't say that she's a bad daughter because of us, of how we raised her, because she left today as a good daughter. And if she leaves with you and turns out to be a bad person, it's on you now. So if you want her to be a good person, a good wife, a good mother, you have to teach her. You have to tell her, you know, because if you don't, then that's on you now. She's not part of our family anymore. And then he talked to me, and he was just like, you are a good daughter, and all of this, today you're gonna leave us, blah blah blah. And he was like, you're gonna grow up, you're gonna keep growing, and you have to represent his family now, you know. So if there are bad people or good people, you're gonna be seen as good or bad, whether, you know, whichever one they are, you know. He's like, if they do good, help them and be good with them. If they do bad, then don't help them. Well, like, don't help them, but just like, don't be a part of it. Yeah. You know. And he was like, so you just have to watch for that, blah blah blah. But he cried too, because he knows that Cheng he doesn't have his parents. So he was like, I know where you guys are coming from because I'm an orphan. Yeah, so I cried for that too. And then Cheng was crying, so I felt bad for him, and I cried for him too. But yeah.
Very emotional.
It was emotional for sure.
That's why I'm like, Hmong weddings are like, they're long, but I feel like they really mix with your emotions.
Yeah, they do.
Like, they really gets to you.
Did you know this fact? That after the old folks know that you get married, you're considered an adult.
Yeah.
What? They don't consider you an adult till you get married?
Yes.
Yeah, they call you an old person now. Like, you're one of them.
Oh, I'm like, wait, what? Okay, no, that makes sense.
Yeah, because like my grandma, not my grandma, but like, so my grandma's brother's wife, so I call her grandma.
Yeah.
She came to my blessing, and she kind of embarrassed me a little bit. Yeah, she showed up, and she was saying hi to everyone, right? And I was waiting for my turn, so I was sitting on the table, and then she comes through the door, and she's saying hi to everybody, and she's super loud, you know. She's very comfortable because that is her side of the family too. But yeah, she's saying hi to everyone. I'm waiting my turn, right? So I'm sitting here talking to Cheng, whatever, and I look up, and like we lock eyes, right? Yeah. And she's like, wow, like, you got married? How come you just ran away and got married? You didn't tell anybody. And I was just like, yeah. And she was like, and how come you didn't say hi to me? Like, you act like you don't know me? I raised you when you were a little kid, and you're gonna act, and you don't even like say hi to me? And I was just sitting there, and I was like, well, I was waiting for you. Like, you were still talking to other people. And she was like, well, you know, now that you're married, you're an old person. You need to greet everybody that comes through that door, no matter what they're doing.
But then it's so rude to just all of a sudden interrupt them when they're saying hi to other people.
Because like if they're already talking to other people, why am I gonna be like, oh hi?
Yeah, you're gonna be like on standby, like next to them, like yeah, I'm just waiting to say hi. Yeah.
So I was just like waiting for my turn, but then she saw me and she was just like, how come you don't say hi to me? I raised you. You lived in my house. Blah blah blah. And I was just like, dude, and it's like dead quiet too.
Oh
so
my
I'm
gosh.
just sitting there and I'm like, okay. And I was just like, okay. And then right before she left too, she said it to me again. She was just like, daughter, like, you know that you're married now, so you need to act like an old person. And you have to greet everyone and send everyone off now. That's what the responsibility is of being, you know, a daughter-in-law now. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, okay. But yeah, exactly. They think you as an old person now.
Dang.
You all know another one?
See, like, because like with like, I feel like maybe it was just me, but I didn't know that. Like, because we don't hear like with my wedding, my Hmong wedding, whatever, my dowry talk, they don't discuss this with you.
No,
they don't discuss this stuff. Literally,
how you should be.
Yeah, it literally is them just negotiating, eat, and that's it.
That's it. Huh?
You don't get no pep talk, no advice, nothing. At least with like how my parents had it, because they want it so simple.
Yeah,
that doesn't, you know, they're not like,
it doesn't cover everything.
Yeah,
because you're still with your parents.
I know, but
still,
still,
if you went far away, they will give you that pep.
Yeah, but then even with my younger sister, she didn't get that pep talk.
Oh,
You got
right?
You're living with your parents.
Yeah, but that's like when you're living with your parents, though.
Yeah.
That's different.
I got pep talk throughout my years living with my parents.
Oh, like good for you. I mean, I didn't get nothing.
You want to know another part?
What?
You're considered a responsible adult when you have a kid.
Yeah, I can see that.
yeah.
Because
Well, you kind of have to be.
Yeah,
at this
you have
point.
to be.
well, yeah, because if you get married, you're an adult in their eyes.
Yeah.
But you have kids, you're a responsible adult now because you have kids and you have responsibilities.
Yeah.
But if you're just an adult, you're just an adult in their eyes.
Yeah. It's just crazy to
It's
me.
a lot. Hmong weddings are a lot.
No, and I think I teared up a little bit when my grandma was dressing me.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you that too.
So she was dressing me because my dad came to visit me the weekend before the wedding, and he was telling me that usually like the mom and the brother of the bride, they usually like talk to the sister for the last time and kind of give her like a pep talk in a way. I don't really like, I've never really heard about the brother, but I did see a post somewhere a long time ago where like the brother kind of talks to his sister one last time and kind of tells her something. I don't really remember what he talks to her about, but like with the mom, my dad was telling me like usually, you know, the bride, she's leaving and going to live with in-laws, right? Like, because she's gonna go and take care and be head of household, the woman of the house. And so they give the pep talk of like, oh, like you should wake up early in the morning, you have to get up early, you have to clean up, you have to cook for the family. And, you know, when you go outside to parties or events, you always look at your husband, make sure he's clean and he looks good. And you make sure that when you go out to events and stuff, that you look dressed up nice and clean to go. Because you guys want to look like a good looking couple together. You never want him to look worse, or you don't want to look worse than the other. So that's just what they usually tell you, you know. And but my dad was like, I don't know if your grandma would give you that pep talk because like you and Cheng are already married.
Yeah.
And you guys don't technically have in-laws too, you know. So there's not much to tell you guys because you guys are already living on your own.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. But my grandma did say a couple words too. She did say all that I just said too. So yeah, and my sister recorded it for me, so I have it forever.
Good.
Did your mom? No, you guys didn't wear Hmong clothes, huh? Yeah.
Well, my third older sister did.
Oh, okay.
But she did. I don't think she originally
wore it coming to the house.
She wore it coming to the house.
And then when she got to the house, she took it off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because they were also from California, and they didn't know that was this simple.
Oh. Yeah.
Because I remember they were like, "Oh, the sister's wearing Hmong clothes." We were like, "What? She doesn't have to wear Hmong clothes."
Yeah.
But they wore Hmong clothes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know that either. I thought it was flipped. I thought I wear my family's Hmong clothes there, and then I leave with Chang with his family's clothes.
It's flopped.
Yeah, it's flopped.
Oh,
so because like it starts off at the groom's house, right? So then you get dressed in their clothing style or whatever, and because you're showing up as a part of them now to the house, and then as like a last gift, they give you your Hmong clothes. And I guess like the way it's supposed to like explain if you're like white Hmong or green Hmong, it's like different like that. Yeah,
the different clothing.
Yeah. So that's why I look the same in all
Yours
the photos.
was similar. Hers was seriously similar.
Yeah.
I had to do a double take. I was like, yeah. But then I think it also with yours, it helped because your collar shirt.
Yeah. Was different.
It was different. So then that's when I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never mind. They're different.
So are you white or green?
I'm white.
She's white.
How about Chang?
And he's white too.
Okay.
Yeah, so it wasn't.
So girl,
that's why it was similar. The outfit was similar.
Yeah.
So when I speak the language, do you guys understand what I'm saying?
Like we're green.
No. Sometimes it's hard for me.
It
is hard for me. Like I really have to listen to Nancy.
Do you not remember? She had told me. Krystal had told me one time. I don't remember what we were doing. She was like, "Yeah, sometimes I have to ask Chang what Nancy is saying because I don't understand sometimes." And I'm like, I forget that you're white. That's why.
Yeah. No, but it's okay though. I get used to it. Because I just have to really listen and be like, okay, I think that's what she means.
but by meaning white and green, we're meaning like different dialects. Different dialects.
Mm-hmm. It's still the same language. It's just
ways we say things differently.
Mm-hmm.
But you can tell. You can definitely.
No, and I feel like your sister's gotten a lot better too.
With white.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like she'll say certain stuff, and I'm like, okay. I'm like, she's getting there.
She getting there. No, I feel like her Hmong.
Mm-hmm. Is it bad?
It used to be worse. I feel like her Hmong used to be worse.
Yeah.
But then I think now that she's with my brother-in-law and like she was living there when they were dating, her Hmong's gotten a lot lot better.
Yeah.
Because now I'm like, huh. She's probably
Not
better.
bad.
Yeah, I'm like, she's gotten better. That's good.
No, that's what Cheng and I were talking about. Like, if you're around people who speak a lot of Hmong, and then you also watch Hmong movies, and you listen to Hmong music, it's easier for you to like say those words.
Girl, it's easier,
right?
but you mix it up. Yeah. Even sometimes I mix it up. Okay, I mix it up, and I'm like, wait.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: do you know how to read the language?
No, absolutely not. I mean, like a song, I could kind of like get words through, you know, because they all look the same. But like if you were to give me just like a piece of paper, I could like maybe read 3 words out of it.
It's okay. I'm the same.
But
it's okay. I'm the same.
But yeah, that's how it went. I'm glad it's over. Sad, but I'm glad it's over.
On to the American wedding.
What did you do?
I'm like, what did I do?
Sorry.
Well, that day, so I couldn't attend her wedding because Robert had to work overtime.
Yes.
So I couldn't even go. We went bike riding. We went walking.
Okay. I was like, did you get a bike?
Oh, no, girl.
Okay.
I asked to ride her bike.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about just taking my mom's bike because they keep saying, oh, just come get my bike. Yeah. My mom's like, just come get my bike. You probably just got to fix it up a little bit and then just ride it. And I'm like, yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, so we just went. Aston went biking. Robert and I went walking.
Nancy saw me run for the first time in a long time.
What?
Yeah.
How was it?
It was okay. Because Addison's, when she rides her bike, she goes fast.
Okay.
And like that would be a normal speed of me walking, and she's just zoom. So Robert would run with her.
Oh,
But yeah, it was fine.
How was it, Robert?
It was good. I didn't.
He was sore.
Sore for a little bit, but it wasn't bad.
Okay, good.
And when I was running, my stomach was jiggling. I was like, Nancy, look. And Nancy's like, oh my God. Yeah, it was fun.
Okay, here's the thing. Like, I don't run.
Okay.
TMI, but it hurts my boobs.
Oh,
Unless I'm wearing the wrong bras.
I think you are.
Okay, that's probably why.
Yeah, because mine does that too.
Because I was like, I tried to run with Addison one of the days. We were on the trail right by my place. And I was not even running. I was jogging. I'm like, oh my God, my boobs. Like, I have to hold my boobs. So I'm like, maybe I'm just wearing the wrong type of bras for that type of thing. Bra? No, that's probably why. Yeah.
Yeah, it hurts, and you feel like you have to hold them as you're running.
Yeah, girl, I was. I was holding them, looking hella weird. Literally, I was like this.
Oh God.
It's like was it
chafing? Yeah.
Maybe I'll have to.
That's my worst nightmare. Is chafing. I've never chafed before until like recently, and I almost lost it. It was horrible.
When you're running or something?
No, I just wore like shorts, but they kept like riding up. You know, it's like one of those shorts that keep going higher and higher up your butt or something, and you have to keep pulling down. So my legs kept rubbing against each other, and then it got sweaty too. So after it gets like dried, it's like just like slamming against each other. Yeah, and I was like, ow, it hurts so bad. Vaseline was my best friend that day. So.
There's some like it kind of like looks like deodorant. But then it's for like shaving.
So you just kind of like put it on.
Yeah, like with the spots where it's gonna be rubbing and everything, and it's supposed to help.
Oh, shoot.
Because my sister bought it. She says she uses it, but...
Does she like it? Does it work?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't really shave a lot, so...
That's good.
I don't really have to use it.
Yeah. No, that's why most of the time I wear leggings when I go running and stuff.
Yeah.
And outside, now I'm like, I don't wear shorts if they're too short now.
Do you ever run?
Sometimes, yeah. But then I get out of breath fast, so then I don't run.
No, Ching and I started going to the gym, right? Every time we get on the treadmill, he like runs a little bit, or he mostly walks, but sometimes he'll run. But like the first day we went, I started running. But I've been working out already. Like I do Pilates, so it wasn't too bad. And then Cheng was like, "Okay, I'm gonna start running." I was like, "Okay," and he turned it up like at like a 5 for like not even 30 seconds, girl.
Crazy.
Yeah. What do you mean? Is that slow?
No.
Or
because
like he never ran before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy because like, oh, I'm gonna show everybody, and then you increase it up to 5, and you start like running like crazy. The next day you're dead tired.
Yep. 30 seconds in, he was like, "Oh, I can't." And he turned it back down, and I was like, "Boy,
you gotta take it slow."
Yeah,
I know.
Walking.
I was like, "You're embarrassing."
He's so funny. Oh my goodness.
So now, and also like I've stopped running. Because I feel like running's really good if you want to lose weight, but like you lose weight everywhere, and I'm scared I'm gonna lose my butt. So I'm like I'm gonna stop running because I don't want to do that. So we've been doing incline.
Oh, okay.
So like walking on an incline, and yesterday he put it at an 8 incline, but I go at a 12, but he goes at an 8. But like he doesn't use the bars to hold him, and that it's harder. You're supposed to not use it because you work harder a little bit when you do that. He was like dripping in sweat, and I was like, "Ew, you're nasty."
Oh my gosh.
He's like, "I'm working out." I'm like, "Okay."
It's so funny. Oh gosh.
Have you thought about doing like hip thrusts?
I have, but there's always so many people, and they're always using all the benches. So either we wait or like we do it in front of like a lot of people, because usually it's like a group of friends that work out together. So they're all just crowded over there.
Yeah.
And I get nervous. I'm like, I'm just gonna go do something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Maybe you should go
To the gym? Don't get me started.
Oh.
Robert's like, you gotta start working out at home first before you go to the gym.
Yeah, Robert.
But I feel like with me, I can't do that. I can't work out at home. I feel like I have a hard time working out at home.
Yeah.
I think a home is to be like comfortable,
home, yeah.
you know. So then when I'm like working out at home, I'm like, and then I have a kid that's like, "Mom, what are you doing? Mom, this, Mom, that," and I'm like, no. I've told Robert before, like, I want to go to the gym, like even if it's to walk on the treadmill or do little stuff. Like, it's still nice to be away and like you know, always seeing other people work out too.
Yeah.
Because then it makes you want to kind of work. You want to work out. And I'm like, maybe that's what I need.
Yeah. I think it really matters on the environment too.
Yeah.
Because like when you're at the gym, you don't want to seem like you're not doing anything at the gym too. While everybody's, you know, working out and stretching and all of that, you want to be doing that too. Yeah. It's just like when you're like studying for something, right? Like when you're home, you don't want to do that. But if you go to a library and everybody else is studying, you're like, okay, I got to study too. Yeah. This is why we're here, right? This is why we came here. So I think, yeah, for sure, environment is a big part of it.
Oh, yeah.
I think you should go.
I know, I should.
Maybe I'll invest in that, huh?
We should. Oh, I get discount from work. You get discount from work.
Of course we do.
Where would you guys go?
I think with Robert's workplace, it's EOS.
Oh, okay.
I think
That's
ours
bad.
does too.
Yeah, EOS and Vasa.
Which one are you guys with?
We're going to Planet.
I think Vasa. I feel like
It's
Vasa.
closest to my house. It's literally up the street.
Oh, see, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
No, I feel like Vasa gets too packed.
Yeah. No, Planet, there's barely any people, so it's nice.
I would rather kind of keep it small and apart EOS.
Yeah.
That's not too far.
And like I don't do all the extra stuff. Like I don't go into the sauna room. I don't swim. I don't like use all their other like things. So that's why I'm like Planet's fine. You know, it's just treadmill, elliptical, and then weights. That's all I need. So.
Yeah, same there.
Let's go to Vasa. We gotta hook up at Vasa.
No, it's too crowded for me.
No, I feel like it's too crowded.
And I feel like I'm out of shape for that.
I mean, I would totally support Vasa, but I feel like there's too much people for me.
You don't want to work out with me.
No, I don't, and that's also why he.
Or I would run away. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
I'd be like, you stay on that corner, and I'm gonna be in this corner.
Yep. PT.
Yeah.
But then I feel like sometimes that's part of what I need.
Oh yeah.
At the same time, because I get lazy. I will get lazy. I know I will, and I need that push. You know. Because when I'm like, oh no, it's okay. Like knowing myself, I'm like, oh no, it's fine. Like I'll be okay. But no, with him, then I'm gonna be like on top of it.
Maybe you need someone.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why.
No, I'm just really competitive. So, like, my first day going to the gym, I was like, I'm not going to run. I'm not doing that. And that's not going to be my first day. Literally, I go onto the treadmill, and I'm just walking. A girl comes, and she starts walking with me on the treadmill. She starts running, and I'm like, I can run. And I was like, I'm going to run today. So, I started running, and I didn't stop till she stopped. And I was just like, why am I annoying?
I can't with you. Oh my gosh.
I'm just competitive. So, I was just like, I can't. That's why the gym motivates me, because I feel like I can't. I have to be doing just as much as everyone else.
No, not me. I'm like, okay, you do you.
Yeah.
I'm be lazy, a little lazy over here. Like she really was just like always like, you know, you can't do this, you can't do that because of your asthma. So then I feel like I grew up kind of always feeling like that. So I never pushed myself to know like how
where your limit is.
Yeah, where my limit is. Because every time I'm like, oh no, like I can't breathe, like my asthma's gonna act. I'm too scared. I don't know. We'll see.
Girl, I think you could break through it.
I'm pretty sure I can, because I have my inhaler still just to be safe. But I feel like I have not had an asthma attack in like forever.
Wow, that's good though.
Yeah, like there's times where I'm like, oh crap, like I can't breathe. But you know, I just kind of take deep breaths and then I'm okay.
Yeah.
That's why I'm also like, maybe I'll be okay. Like I think I'll be fine.
Or just like speed walk.
Yeah.
Or do incline. That'll kick you your ass.
Yeah.
How long do you go to the gym for?
I usually go for an hour. So I do 30 minutes on the treadmill, and then I do 20 minutes just like my usual like workout, like with weights and stuff. And then my last 10 minutes, I'll get on the elliptical. And I try to go hard on the elliptical.
This doesn't like include like your warm ups or whatever.
I usually warm up at home before I go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I just want to jump on.
Yeah.
And just get going. Because I hate being at the gym longer than an hour.
Okay.
I can't be those people who are there for like 2 hours.
Nah.
Yeah.
I think we'll be there for 2 hours if we do though.
An hour and a half.
Nancy's like, wait a minute.
An hour and a half.
Yeah.
What do you usually do?
Not
What would you do if you went to the gym?
What would I do? So if it's for an hour, half an hour is to warm up.
Okay.
And the other half is to pretty much just do reps.
Wait, did you just say half an hour to warm up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I just had to double check.
It's not sitting, touching your phone. It's stretching your muscles.
Yeah.
And then getting your flexibility in. And after that, do a few sets. Not pushing yourself for personal records.
Yeah.
It's just...
Do what you can.
Yeah, doing what you can. And then working your way up the set. So start off with like 20 pounds. And then go up to like 25.
That's a lot though. 20 pounds is a lot.
Yeah, 20 pounds a lot. So for you guys, 5 pounds, 10 pounds, and then 15 is your last one. And after you're 15, work your way back down, and then that's your cool up period. That's it. So that's what I'll do. But if I'm losing weight, I'll probably just do like sit-ups and probably just hit the elliptical or the treadmill.
I love the elliptical.
Yeah.
That's my best friend. Because she'll kick my ass, dude. Yeah, because you know how you can do the resistance on it too? So I do like a 7 to an 8. And then I'm like going hard and I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to pass out. And it feels so good afterwards because like it works my inner thighs too. And then I'm drenched because like that's like the end of my workout.
Yeah.
So I'm like hot and like sweaty and then it feels so good. Like it feels like a release. So I love the elliptical.
Have you done the thigh press?
No, I don't think. Which one is that one?
The one where your thighs are out?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that helps you with your inner muscle for your gap.
Yeah, because I want to work on
That's
like...
what I need.
Yeah. That, and then like I want to make sure my butt is still intact.
Yeah.
So like anything that has to do with thighs will affect your butt anyways. So for sure. I need to do more arms, but my arms aren't very strong. So
It's okay.
yeah.
Does your man push you?
No, he does his own thing and I do my own thing.
You should hire me.
I'm pretty disciplined, so I
feel like Krystal's pretty good about it.
Yeah. So it's usually Chang that I worry about. Like, I'll be sweating and I look at him and he's like, like, dude, you look like you didn't even work out. And he's like, I am. I'm like, can't. Like, even when we're walking on the treadmill, he's on his phone. He's just like,
oh my gosh,
making transactions, talking to people, connections and stuff. I'm like, I'm there to go to the gym. Dude.
Yeah.
And I hate it because, like, I'll be like, when I used to run on the treadmill, I'll be running. And then he'll be like, hey, you see what that girl's looking at right now? And I'm like, no, do you not see me running? I'm like, I'm literally running my freaking heart out. What are you talking about? And he's like, she's watching Korean dramas. And I'm like, dude, I don't care. I'm trying to survive this last 20 minutes, okay?
Oh my gosh.
Have you caught Chang looking at somebody?
No, not yet. Well, there was this one girl. She was thick. Like if I could look like somebody and be thick, I would look like her. Because she had, like, no boobies and no stomach. But she had, like, big ass. And then, like, her thighs were, like, perfect. Oof. So she looked like one of those skinny, like, thick models where she's, like, skinny at the top but thick at the bottom. And she was walking around. I was like, dang, she looks good. And Chang was like, you think so? And I'm like, I'm not stupid. I was like, I know you already looked at her. And I was so like, funny. I was like, what if I look like her? And he was like, you don't want to know. I was like, okay.
Tear it up.
I know. For real.
So funny. Well, Robert used to go to the gym when we were at the apartment.
Oh, because it was in the apartment building. Mm-hmm. That's always so nice.
Yeah, because he was also working nights. Mm-hmm. So he would just go with my brother-in-law after work. Oh, okay. And that's when they would go.
Nice. But did you ever go with them or, like, work out there too?
I think I went, like, twice because I was pregnant too. I think it was after I gave birth.
Oh, okay.
I would go, but otherwise I didn't really go.
Nancy was mad at me and she went out for a run for like an hour.
Whoa.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Oh.
I remember going like once or twice, but that was it.
Yeah. Robert, you don't go chasing after her? Or you just give her space?
I give her space.
Oh, okay.
I don't chase.
He's learned his lesson.
Oh, with trying to stop you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's learned his lesson.
Mm-hmm. Good.
Do explain.
I don't know if she wants to explain.
Yeah, it was when we first so here's the story.
Okay.
It was when we were living together in our first apartment, and I think it was that I was like trying to get him to go get some chairs for me or something like that, and he was like, Robert's weird and you can't ever tell if he's like mad or not.
Okay.
So I kept feeling like he was just mad at me or whatever after we went pick it up. Later on he freaking loved those chairs anyways. But I kept feeling like he was mad at me. And then I don't know what he was doing. I think he was like in the kitchen or something. And I just kept feeling like he was pissed off at me, so I was just like fed up too. So I walked out of the house. I didn't tell him. I just walked out. Went walking, and I'm pretty sure he tried calling me, but I didn't pick up.
Yeah.
And then I was walking to my parents' house, and he like sees me. He pulls aside. He's like yelling at me, "Get in the car! Get in the car!" I'm like, I'm not fucking getting in the car. Like I was like, I'm not getting in the car. Like leave me alone. Like leave me alone. So he drove off. I don't even know where he drove off to. I'm pretty sure he went to my parents' house. But then it took me a while to walk over there because I didn't want to go over there. But I'm like, where else am I walking to? Because I didn't grab the keys for the apartment too.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And I was just like, leave me alone. Like the whole time, like leave me alone. And then I remember like my sister ended up coming to pick me up. She was trying to talk me out. I'm just like, I don't want to talk to anybody.
Dang.
Like just leave me alone. I would just want to be alone. But yeah, that was when we were like barely like probably married though.
Where you guys didn't want to step on each other's toes yet.
Yep. Yeah.
I always wondered what that would be like, tiptoeing about with your like when you first like get married. And like you're like, oh, like I don't want to hurt his feelings. Like our coworker, she's always like, yeah, I never make him mad, or like I know what makes him mad, so I never cross that line.
See, that's the thing. You can't always be too careful though, because you're never gonna see it, and when you see it, that's when you're just like, oh my gosh, like what the heck, you
Why
know?
did I marry this person?
Yeah, like it'll
like they weren't like this before when I met them. Kind
of. No, we were something else.
Yeah. No.
So that's why I'm like, he's learned his lesson to just kind of like leave me alone when I need to cool off, or he'll keep pestering me and I freak out and I'm like, just leave me alone, like I need to be alone.
But what about now?
No, sometimes sometimes just depends.
No, because with me and Chang, because usually he'll try to stop me, and I hate it, absolutely hate it, because he'll never let me leave. Like he just corners me, and I feel like I'm like I want to like push him away, but I don't want to hurt him, so I'm just like crying in the corner. But I think he's finally tired of chasing me. So one time we got in a fight right before bed. But it's because I keep like bringing stuff up too that I want to talk about, and he's
like issues or just like stuff in general.
Just stuff in general. Like I'll be like, well, you didn't do this, you didn't do that, and he's just like, dude, like we talked about this already, and he'll get upset. He's like, I don't want to talk about it anymore, and I'm like, God, you never want to talk about anything. So then like I get up and I leave, and I'm like, I'm gonna go. I like put all my clothes on and my robe, and I'm like, I'm gonna sleep downstairs tonight. And then he's just like, fine, and then he let me sleep down there. I was so upset because he didn't chase me this time, girl. I went and laid on the couch and I couldn't even sleep because I was so mad. I was like, dang, he really not gonna come get me. How rude.
I ain't doing this tonight. No.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, heck no. If I'm not gonna sleep, he's not gonna sleep. So I went back upstairs and I was just like, ain't no way you gonna let me sleep down there.
He's like,
I know, he's like, really? Here we go, huh?
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, marriage is gonna be.
That reminds me of the time. Did I ever tell you there was one time I locked Robert out of the bedroom?
Oh, I think you did, but I don't really remember.
I don't remember. Maybe I don't even know if I remember talking about it on the podcast. Dude, it was after we had a fight. No, this is when we were in the house. So I had my brother-in-law with me and Robert's cousin, and they worked night shift. We were both during the days. So I think we were like, I don't remember what we argued about or fought about. So I go to bed. Aston's in bed with me. I lock the bedroom door. And I didn't think like, hey, I'm gonna fall asleep. Ooh, okay. I ended up falling
so you didn't
asleep.
do it purposely.
I didn't do it purposely. I ended up falling asleep with the door locked.
Yeah.
So Robert slept on the couch.
Robert, you didn't even try knocking or anything?
no.
Because he knew to leave me alone. And so I'm pretty sure my brother-in-law and my cousin like, saw him and was just
serious.
like, yeah.
Good thing we weren't here last night.
Yeah. And Robert's like, yeah, you locked the door. And I'm like, I didn't mean to. It's not like I purposely was like, nah, you ain't sleeping in here. No, I don't lock the bedroom door.
Because Chang would break the door down. He don't care. He's like, ain't no way I'm not sleeping in my bed tonight. All right. Should we wrap up this episode then?
I think that wraps it up. Our catch up.
Yeah. Sorry we didn't really talk about Reddit stories, but that would be a different day. We'll just save those for another day.
Yeah.
But thank you guys so much for listening. Don't forget to follow us on all social medias and check us out. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.